Oh, hi. We'll do that. No, fuck it. We'll do it straight to this. Hi. It is very warm in here. Hi, Sarah. Hey. Hope my AC is working. I mean, kinda. I have an AC running. I do have that. But it's an AC made for like 18 square meters. So 200 square feet. My apartment is about 800 square feet. No, that was my old one. My apartment is about 700 square feet. So it's barely keeping up with the living room. Barely. I still need to make a lunchbox as well for tomorrow. I don't know that it's going to be a long stream, but we'll finish the wallet and we'll try to work on the design for you, Sarah, for the bag. Just have no fucking strength whatsoever. No energy. The Swedish word orka is very apt right here, but translations are difficult. Hello, old drum. How are you? Okay, let's get this started. We just have to sand and do the edges, basically. That's what we have to do. I didn't mean to just say I kind of figured that, yeah. It's not much of a sentence. Hello, Michaels. Nice, warm, distorted guitars, yeah. Hmm. Okay, let's do the wallet thing. Switching headphones. Drinking drink. It's so goddamn warm in here. And the AC has been on all fucking day. Making no difference. Not that I can tell anyway. Just need to do a preview thing. There we go. Okay. Can you guys hear me? And follow-up question, can you hear me okay? Chat, can you hear me? I need some feedback, folks. Is the mic not picking up thing? Can you guys not hear me? I don't know what's going on. Okay. I'm gonna do some sanding.
Doctor. Doctor. Doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor.
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 Doctor?
Doctor.
Doctor.
And doctor.
Thank you, Dipsy. Can someone try writing something in chat? Because I can't see anything. I don't know if you can hear me. I have nothing to go on. I don't know if that's picking up the fan, that fan. But we'll try it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Hello? Am I being drowned out by the music? Can you guys hear me? Chat? Ground control to Major Chat. So good to understand. Cool, thank you. If I don't have the fan on, I die. I would guess within 30 seconds, maybe a minute. But at work, which is preference over Twitch chat. That's absolutely fair. I don't expect anyone who's at work to engage in chat. It was just that I got nothing. I was like, I don't know what's going on. Because I've changed a bunch of mic stuff. And I didn't know if I'd screwed something up in the process. Okay, there we go. Also, Mikios. There's like a vibrato on the voice and a puddle with clothes on somebody else. Yeah, I agree. You're working on Sundays? That sucks. At least I hope it's a Sunday, otherwise I have problems. So I have the AC behind me trying to get some cool into the air. And then I have a fan over here blasting this way to kind of get some air from the kitchen and the living, or the kitchen and the bedroom over there to circulate with the cold air. It's not really working, but there was some gunk there that colored the leather. I don't want that. Can't stop the world from changing, even though your heart's cover weekends too, including early and late shift. Give me 2 days free during the week where I can take care of our little ones. Oh, well, that's nice. That's nice at least. Is it better if the mic's there? I don't know if it makes a difference. This is my mic setup. It is complicated, needlessly so, but I'm using the gear I have. I don't want to spend any more money on my setup. So it'll have to do. Well, I can turn the music. A little bit at least. So I'm just doing the kind of first pass with the marker as the burnishing compound. And then we'll do another pass with Tokonole. With a light sand in between, and then we might do another pass with Tokonole if we need to. Yeah, Megan. Yeah. So this is what, 400 paper? I don't know. Very fine grit paper, just to kind of knock down the high spots that we get when we do the first round of burnishing. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Okay. Second round. Need any more? Yeah, I do need some more. Fixed a friend's most beloved fidget spinner last week. He was horrified. I just removed the center thingy, popped out the ball bearings in the ring, and the guy messed with the ball, put the rest in the induction hob for 3 seconds of full power. Now it's a perfect fit. Yeah. Heat expansion. It's a thing. Right? Did you install a grease nipple on it? You know, just for make it easier in the future. That would be really fun. Hey, I fixed your fidget spinner. What the fuck is this? Oh. Also comes with a Makita electric grease gun. Nice. I think that should be fine. Oh, I put away the wrong thing. Once again with the dye as the burnishing agent. It melted the plastic around the ball bearing. Okay. What? 82nd on the way. Okay, let's see. Pretty good. Knock it down one more time. Then we'll run it with Tokenol. Okay, here we go. Even out the color a little bit. this. When the marker's just skating along, that's a nice polish. Could have gone to search for a round metal that would fit perfectly. Use the hot air for heating, cooling while rotating a full 90 yards. A good chance the damage to spinner was so much faster. Yeah. Why risk it, right? I can tell that's a good polish. Marker's just gliding along. Did I put my... No. So I want to try to get one of these. Well, probably not this one. The one that you squeeze to work with the tokenol, but you have to like this one I prepared here. It's got tokenol in it. However, you have to add water to it. I think this one's just a little dried out. Maybe not. Talking about Norse mythology with one of my teachers, and the problem of one source of something, which at the time we were talking about Norse mythology because we only have one source for the epics, basically, which is Snorri Sturluson, who grew up Christian, so. It's just that his story, or his version, is the only one we have. And we're talking about the... everyone has decided that this is the definitive version. And we have no idea if it's the definitive version, it's just the only one we have. It's the equivalent of the Bible surviving, but only an 8th century copy, and everyone going, "Oh yes, this is the definitive copy," like, or the definitive version. Like, no, we just don't have any of the later ones or earlier ones. Hello, Doc Strangefriet. How are you, sir? How's the heat in your cab? In your cubicle, rather. Cubicle on wheels. There we go. You guys can see that? That's some shiny, shiny edges. Not much driving today. Was office-based paperwork and moving buses around the yard and so each day. Oh, nice. Lovely. Well, yeah, so we were starting to talk about that and like how Egyptology has similar issues. And how some authors say that yes, but this means this and this in terms of linguistics specifically, and when Sami presented this during class, I was like, says who? And like, exactly, says who? It's kind of funny. All right, I think we're done. This is probably my most basic like wallet, but I still take pride in doing it properly and making it properly. Okay, there we go. Very simple, and will last for years and years and years. And the only engraving is the logo. By authors with their own agenda. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, look at the Bible and look at the difference between the gospel. It's hilarious. It's hilarious to read the difference between the gospel. And everyone's like, oh yes, but the Bible is all true. Really? How about the things that contradict the other things in it? They're true as well. Oh, I see. Oh wait, no I don't. I'm very happy with my new tool wall. It came out lovely, I think. And with the Egyptian stuff, it's so clear sometimes that they have an agenda because of the low literacy rate. Like, roughly, the literacy rate in ancient Egypt was maybe like between 2 and 4%, maybe. And then obviously, then you also have limited literacy, like people can read and write their name and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean they can copy out the shipwrecked sailor or read it. Quran is even worse with contradictions, and that is before people professionally write their interpretation. Yeah. And they're completely impartial, right, when they make their interpretations. So it's not like they have an agenda or something behind it. My glasses were incredibly dirty. That's better. Okay, let's get rid of this stuff and then package up the wallet. And let's see if we can do some design work on Ceres purse. It is almost 8. I need to leave by 9 because I have to get a bunch of stuff downstairs, and more importantly, I need to make my lunchbox for tomorrow. That. Also, I have gotten the submarine head for this vacuum, for this Dyson Hoover, which is a top. So it's the mop head, and they're like, actually, you can't. This won't work on yours. I'm like, really? Because I bet you it does. I'm like, well, you can't return it if it doesn't work. It works fine. It's not meant to work on this, but it works fine. So instead of buying the model that is, I don't know, a couple of $100 extra, I got this one and then just buy the head, which is $140. So I saved some money at least. Except it's not blue, but I don't care. Right. I'll see if this fits. I think it might be a good fit. I want to try it. Yes, it should be a very good foot. Okay. I need some padding. Which is good because I got a bunch of these boxes. Very, very cheap. Too much. There we go. Nice and solid. Little tape over the opening. we go. Here we are. Nice and compact. Let's weigh it. Eighty grams. Is the audio still okay, guys? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do a best case scenario. Now it's running. Better do not show the shipping label on stream. Oh no, I'm gonna print it at the store. I'll print it when I hand it in. Okay. Now there's nothing in the background. Does this still sound okay? It's immediately warm. Does it still sound okay, even though like I'm not wearing a lapel or anything? Like the microphone's over here, and most likely it's going to be over there. Is it still okay? Because it's a shotgun mic, so I'm pointing it at me, so it should be fine. But is it? You guys will have to tell me, because I have no idea. You're missing the vibrations. I'll be back, don't worry. I wouldn't last in this heat very long. Over there, very hard to hear. Okay. How about now? I don't know if I could maybe turn it up a little bit. Okay, so that's all the same. Here we go. Just don't shoot yourself with a shotgun, Mike. You're funny. You're very funny. Let's see if I go into here. 2 extra decibels. Is that better, or is it now remarkably worse quality-wise? The sound level is fine? Good. Good. I just want it as good as I can possibly get it. Afterwards was okay, cool. Okay, we'll leave it like that. Cool beans. Okay. Turn you back on or I will die. Turn you back on or I will melt. And then we'll go over there. Hello. Let's see. Wallet. Done. We have some new names that need to go on the hide. We could do that real quick. And then, oh, it's 8. Yeah, I got an hour. Well, I got 45 minutes at least. Let's do Sarah's bag. Hello, Sarah. Let's do some design work, shall we? I don't know if we imported the... Oh. I don't know if we imported the files. We don't need to update again. I've got the fancy one. Now there's some background when I talk, because obviously you can hear the fan. But the noise gate, we should take care of that. No, I don't think we have. That's all right. Yeah, you sent them. I just haven't imported them into the thing. There we go. Hello, Bikulan. How are you? So now we're importing the plans. So this isn't necessary. This is just a size reference. So we actually go into there, and we want this to be 50 by 50, which it very nearly is. So that means the scale is right, so we don't need that index page. And this is just going to show us how the pieces are attached to each other. Because it's made for A4. I would love if Tony just... I don't know if he does, but it would be very nice if it was just released and then you can go, oh, actually, I have access to an A3 printer or larger. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these two are going to join up, clearly. And that's going to go there. That's going down there. I need to do this in order to be able to use the laser. If I was doing it the way I did before I got the laser, I would just print this document, cut out the pieces, tape them together, lay them out on the leather, cut out along the lines, and punch the holes, which would take a long time comparatively. Oh, I forgot. I should group them. Because otherwise I can do, like, individual things. I don't want to do that. Here we go. So now I can move this whole page as a unit. This whole page as a unit. Etc. etc. Put it up here so there's no grid in the background. So I think that was number 11 last. $14, $15, $16. Here we go. And 17 is just the don't sell the plans one, I think. Yeah, there's nothing. Cool. Don't need that anymore. Recovering after the heat wave. Hope that is the last we see of it this year. Yeah, no shit. I wish we had a makerspace where I live. Having all those machines at home would not work for me. Yeah, I mean, the only reason I have those machines at home is because I used to have more space, right? That's the only reason. If I'd never had my workshop space, I would not have industrial size laser cutter. This is my problem with doing this alignment digitally, is I get very upset if I can't get it perfect. It doesn't work. I'm like, oh no, that's not quite what I wanted. And then you realize it's 0.05 of a millimeter. And like, you know what? I think it will be fine. I did have a makerspace in my town that I went to a few times, basically to do a little 3D printing, because I didn't have my own back then. And it was very good for that. But, I mean, that was pretty much it. Because when I started doing leatherworking, and I was running a the bowler hat giveaway, and they're like, "Hey, you should announce that through our Facebook page." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure you'd love that, but you're not really contributing anything, so I don't know why I should give you the publicity of my labor." And they're like, "Oh, you're using our facilities." I'm like, "Not to make the leather stuff. I'm doing that at home." "Yeah, but the 3D printing stuff." "Yeah, for which I pay a membership fee. I'm buying my own fucking filament." I was not a member there very long. Well, I was a member for a year, but I didn't spend a lot of time there. Put it that way. These indexing things in the corner, I don't know if they're deliberate, but they're very good. Then I know I get it right. But they're only on internal connecting corners. So, for example, this top doesn't have them. But there we go. Then ungroup everything. And now we need to get rid of some stuff. The watermarks wouldn't print anyway, but they are in the way kind of when you're looking at the design a little bit. Everyone knows it's Tony's anyway. That, I want to ask Sarah if we want to have like a name tag or something. That might be cool. Or it might be a good place to put the long nose leather thing. I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm running Spotify the DJ thing, and there's a lot of Swedish songs in there. You're just gonna have to live with that. Yeah, I was thinking about that, Sarah. It might be cool to not have the moose, but just have the name, because I do have a version of the logo where it's just the name. So now everything is as individual shapes and stuff, because the groups were by page of the pattern, and that's not what we want. We want them by shape. So this will be, even if there's a break here in the middle on the pattern, we will make this into a solid shape. More one of, yeah. And then of course we have to go through and get all of the weird pixelated holes turned into circles, because otherwise the laser is going to go, "Oh, you want a weird pixelated hole? No, no, no." And I know it's Tony, so it is whole circles for the stitching. I kind of would prefer the French style. The diagonal slits, I think they look better. But obviously, this is a lot easier if you just have a hole punch and you've printed the material. So it's supposed to be for ease of use by the people buying it as well. And not everyone has a laser. And then you can see some of these are darker. That's because there's a double. I don't know why it does that either. Just index hole so we know where to start. Same there. So this might seem like tedious, and it is. But the good thing is, for every pattern, you only have to do this the first time you use the pattern. So if anyone else is like, "Hey, I want one of those totes too," then I'm like, "Okay," and then I don't have to do this because I've already done it once. So these are also double. Shit, they're triples, quadruples. That's that is the join of a page, or 4. But the holes are not from join pages, so that's not going to happen. Yeah, that's some other stupid reason. Hi, Celine. Finally, someone who can appreciate the music. Or not. Here we go. Clean that up. Now we have a bunch of holes that are doubles. They're fairly easy to see if you zoom out because they're a lot darker. Yeah, Teen Summer Love. That's a bit. It's our Swedish equivalent of Summer of '69, kind of. It's called Summertimes. Sommartider. That's good now. You're still doubled. A lot of Swedish music now. God, I love this song. That's still doubled. It's mostly the corner ones that are double. Wow, that's more than double. That was a lot of. Was it Eurovision? I know it was in Melody Festival. I don't know if it won, but I feel like it probably did, considering how big it got. So this is a little superfluous, really, because these two are identical. So I could just do one and then duplicate it. And then I don't have to do that one. Spirits are calling my name. Yeah, the Swedish, the English one. Oh, it was in Stockholm. Okay. What did we do so well the previous year? No. That looks like double to me. And it was. Are these the same? Yes. I don't see any doubles. These are pretty much the same, but not exactly the same, because one has designed by on it and the other one doesn't. Unless I put it on both sides. Which I feel might be excessive. It is true the design is by Tony, but what do you think? What we could do that looks pretty good, right? We get the text mostly, but we also get to keep the moose. Yeah, let's go with that. It's not bad. So this is identical except for the stamp. Yeah, or for the, so I'll just duplicate it without this. And this is the same as that, or should be. Yep. Lovely. So these are the tabs that attach to the bag. And this, for example, this piece here is the handle, which is why we have two of them. This is the top. These are the sides. That's the front and back, and this is the bottom. Yeah, this is the attachment on the inside for this piece. Did we talk about color, Sarah? Or and I'm just not remembering. That keeps happening more frequently. Cognac with purple thread. Oh, right. So I don't know if you noticed this, but on the actual thing here, he's got two different colors. I don't know if you want to do two different colors. Those are broken. Not sure what color would go with cognac. We could do a two-tone brown. We could do brown with like cognac brown and then another brown on top. Also, I wanted to ask, do you want me to get some softer leather? Because I could probably, because I don't have anything in stock, because otherwise this is going to be a pretty stiff bag initially. With enough cognac, the color doesn't matter. Fair. Because I was thinking the tote's supposed to be like malleable a little bit. You knew. Hey, look at that. Much nicer. Joined up and everything. Hang on a second. Does that make it into one shape? Oh my god, it fucking does! That's way better than converting everything into a picture. I just take this and do attach. Because now I can do take like this. Oop. Click this one, and I don't want this section down here, so take that and attach it to there, and it's done. Software would be better for a purse. I'll see what I can find. I don't think I have anything in stock that's like soft temper. But I'll have, we can have a look right now, and maybe we can find some nice color. We could do a cognac top for it, as it were. And then do a softer something else on the bottom. That is so much better. Not losing any fidelity, everything still, it's just that it's now one piece. That is way better. Because otherwise it's it's this shit. Mark the whole thing, but not the stitching hole. Hang on. Mark the whole thing, but not the stitching holes. Convert into a picture. Okay. Take the picture. Take the picture and trace the picture. And do this. Okay. And then ungroup. And then do that. And okay. So now we have a box, which is okay for this one because it's a square. This one would have been trickier. This system for this one was way better. Just edit the nodes. Don't need that last one. And then just... Oh, okay. So the problem here... There we go. And then... There we go. Here we go. Square, done. Lovely. What time is it? Okay, so it's 20 to 9. So this one I still want to go through and see if there are any more broken holes in it, because it's a big piece. It's likely to have been across 2 pages. And you can tell when there are broken holes because they are not circles, basically. Are these lined up, or is it just me scrolling down and makes it look weird? I think it's just me scrolling down makes it look weird. Okay, so that one's good. And that also requires 2 of them. And it's easy because I can adjust from each end. So whichever one is like, oh, no, actually, you know what? That's in a good spot. I'll keep that. Like this here. The problem is the bend, not the straight piece. So I'll do that. And with this one, I'll do that. So that corner looks good. That corner looks good. Yeah. I like the DJ function on Spotify, but the talking in between. Either make it good or make it disappear. Any others? I don't think so. That corner's doubled up. That doubled up? Nope. Yeah. So this, we'll put that in blue. And then we'll do blue as fill. Oh wait, I forgot. I need to do nodes first. Here we go. And that one. Because previously I've had to adjust those curves manually, and that's a ball ache and a half. There we go. Oop. Here we go. And then we go back to here and we do inverse selection and get rid of the extra line there. No extra lines. Good. That's what we wanted. And then copy, paste. Group that one. And then this one we can get rid of the logo. Do you want me to write anything there? Sarah? Do you want me to write Sarah here or something? Because this tag, or I could just get rid of the tag section that sticks out and we could just have a straight line across. So it would only be a tag on one side. Get rid of that one? Okay. Here we are. Here we go. See if we have any aberrations. I don't see any. Is that a double? Nope. That's, yeah, there's a few we need to fix here at least. I'm very happy that this node thing actually joins things together. I did not know that. It's very good that it does. Very nice tool. That's a double. See if there are any wonky ones. I already replaced 2 wonky ones on this part. Oh, or no. Looks good. Yep. Okay. Like it. Now, this one. That was already attached there. Lovely. Amazing. So, these are the pieces we need for the large tote bag. Maverick. There we go. That's all the pieces we need. There we go. Okay, so that's the pieces we need, all in all. Wait, how long is that? Oh. Okay, let's see. So, Sarah, we'll probably do cognac for the top, because that's stiff, that's fine, but the bottom needs to be a little softer. We got ads coming in about a minute. That's pretty nice. That's not bad. So yeah, something like this is what I would recommend. Soft temper, basically. Shades of purple. That might be cool. It is pretty. I have a feeling this is not as soft. Classic look, natural grain, summer bright, smooth, soft handle. Yeah. Chrome tan. Yep. It's chrome tan at least. But yeah, so anything in this AA crack thing, I think, would be good. What do you think, Sarah? Let's see if we do AA crack. Can we get a section that is just the... Okay, yeah, here we go. So we have monochrome, sort of a gray, blue, brown, cream, green, pink, purple, red, turquoise, which is a very dark turquoise, and a yellowy orange. What do you think? Also, if you want another thread color, we could do that, absolutely. Like the cream? I like the cream too. I think the cream looks very good. Oh, champagne or milk? Oh, so okay, so champagne, which is more of a beige, versus sour milk, I'd say. I'd go with the champagne probably. right? Champagne versus, yeah, I'd probably go with champagne, but it's a matter of taste, so. What do you think? Champagne? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Tony doesn't specify which. There's like, hey, this is how much leather you want, and we recommend a combination of chrome and vegetable. Like, yeah, but how much of each do you think? That's vegetable tan. And so are those. That's veg. The bottom, chrome, I'd say. Also, that would help a little bit with waterproofness because it's chrome tan. These pieces, I don't know where they go. Are they... Oh, are they internal pockets that go here, maybe? If so, they are very tall. Hi, Tony. So the blue stuff here is chrome, I think. Oh, I understand. They're the joining pieces between the two top sides, yeah. And voila, you've made a bag of holding, or a portable hole, rather. Oh, I see. They're doubled up. So it's a double pocket. There'll be 2 slots on each side. Or, why is it joined at the top? That seems odd to me. So there's a pocket there. But I don't understand why... Like, look at that. Let's go back. This is... He just added this piece. I understand why there's a pocket here. Is it because he doesn't want to seam down here? And then he doubles up on the leather? That seems a very, very bad reason. Okay, so the bottom is veg tan. So you go over here, but you two come back down here. Yeah, it's very odd design choice. That's a bunch of leather wasted because he doesn't want to seam at the. I can't see any other reason that he wouldn't want that to just be two pockets. Because if you think of it this way, if he just adds a seam across here at the bottom and doesn't add the seam at the top through, then you get two pockets on each side. I don't get it. Could just be like a design choice. Oh, he's put those as chrome, but why is it? That has to be just a color choice, because it's not going to do anything. It's gonna absolutely no difference between veg and chrome there. It has to be just for like a little color splash, I guess. And we're making the big one. Gives a bit of strength to the sides, yeah, but it's a huge waste of leather. But yeah, I think the champagne, Sarah, I agree. Oh. If I order it today, I get 15% off because it's the last day of the summer thing. Do they not stock Ritza thread anymore? They do, but only those things. Yeah, I wanted some more black tiger thread, but I guess they don't carry it anymore. So this is pretty much the same thing I have, except they're charging a lot more for it. Send you a message in Discord. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I should be able to, Sarah. Yeah. I appreciate the concern. Yeah, so you can buy a bunch of edge coloring that looks like shit. I kind of want to get this stuff as a, because sometimes you just need a reinforcement for a little, for some pieces. Hey, anyone want to buy me a Bakugai press with the stand and the pedal system? No? How about just a press? This costs almost as much as that. Only one item in stock, yeah. Really cool, but really expensive. And this is the same I have, except they're charging 182%. I already have all of these. That's basically what I have now. Except I didn't pay that much for mine. Maybe it's to stop things in the pocket showing on the outside so much. No. I think it's a design choice. And it's a very strange one. Add a seam at the bottom, save half of the leather. This is what I used to use, except this is a rebranded Chinese, same as Tandy sells, and it's still shit. I have one of these. I have one of these to set the staples, but my staples don't fit, which makes it tricky. Hey, you could buy a sand block for 250 crowns, or you could print one, which is better. Whatever you need, right? So I have a question. Do these have? Is there one with no grid and shit on it? With pricking iron marks. Oh. So 338, 385, 2.7, and 3 are the sort of commonest distances. So this one is a 385. You can see it lines up with the punches here. I use a 338. Slightly tighter. Yeah, he doesn't use plastic though. I guess that's not it either. This looks really cool, but it's very expensive. And it's in Danish. I like these closures but I don't have anything to use them on. I have one of these, but with a glass bottom from the dollar store, which was not 450 crowns, it was 30 crowns, which is better. Oh yes, you can get this acrylic ruler, and or you could just buy a ruler at any goddamn store. Or do what I do and print your own, or laser cut your own. See, I would love these, but it's Palo Santo, so it's just overpriced as hell. I want to get this set for the so you can do the heated edges, which is very, very nice. They look fantastic. Well, I'm not paying that. Also, that's a ridiculous price. This is a one-use tool. Setting top and bottom zipper stops. Or just any pliers. You know, that could work. Oh, hey, that's not bad. So this might be good for like belts and stuff. No, 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 no. That would be cool, but no. No. Oh yes, 381 for brass thread nippers. Or you get them for free if you buy a pair of scissors. And even the scissors don't cost that much. You know. Oh right, I think I needed some rivets. You guys know the copper rivets I have? The ones where you actually like hammer down the little washer thing on them? There are those available, but in like these ones. But I want to kind of because I know these are available in brass as well, and they look fancy as hell. But see, I don't know. So the reason why you wouldn't get the max one is because you get fewer because they weigh more. But it's like it's so nice to be able to just say, oh no, it's fine. I'll cut them when I want. So yeah, these are also available in brass, but not here apparently. Yeah, I don't need anything in here either. Oh yeah, these molds, buckle guy molds. So this mold, which is this piece in the middle, and then this piece around it, and then a base that makes this bowl, is 864 crowns. And I would be very surprised if it takes more than 4 minutes to make them. And you can make them out of, you know, plywood, for example, like these ones. I don't. It's the. Yeah. Like, hey, we make several different ones. Like, I could make these with the. Yeah, see? That's how they look like at the beginning. I could make these with the laser and just cut it out and then round over a couple corners with like a file. Because this price is just ridiculous. Like 200 I could understand. Maybe even 300. But fucking 860? Get fucked. Time to do some parenting. Good luck. What is Echo P208? Water-based leather adhesive walls. No odor, environment friendly, and gentle to the human body. So it's off-brand Aqualum. Maybe? Okay. So that champagne stuff is about 1.2 to 1.4 mil thick. That's perfect. I mean, 5 square feet should be enough. DFI. Here we go. Oh, basically the discount code covers shipping. That's nice. Where's my phone? There we go. Oop. We'll do it like that, so we know which is which. And then these could really go in either camp. Extra little splash of color, I guess. So it's mostly mostly chrome tan, which is gonna be very much first for me. It's gonna be pretty much a first for me with the chrome tab. Exciting. I wonder how it cuts. Cool. I didn't know if the 5 square feet was gonna be enough, so I ordered the bigger piece. And so I'll lose money on this bag, but then I'll have some chrome tan left over. Is the idea. Here we go. Tiny little moose. If you want to cover the leather, Sarah, that's entirely up to you. I gave you a price already, and I kind of feel it would be disingenuous to change the price, even though it costs more than I had anticipated. Also know you're, trying to get a house and stuff, so I don't want to burden you financially. That's the chrome bits. That's the veg tan bits. These two we will turn to blank so they get engraved, because we don't want a cut there. Here we go. The leather was $104. But as I said, I know you're trying to get a house and stuff, so, and I already gave you a price. I feel weird changing it. So it's entirely voluntary. Also, I didn't know you got a job. That's great. That's done there at least. I still, these pockets are fucking dumb. You could have done like that instead of the whole thing. You could have just made it that size, and well, let's see. You could have made it that size and just added a seam here. Saved a bunch of fucking leather. Very, very silly. Maybe else could have pickle. I'm just knolling now. There we go. Done. Okay, it is 9:30. I said I'd finish at like 9:15. I've done 45 minutes overtime, and I still need to. I still need to get lunch boxes, or at least a lunchbox. And I would love to get some of the rubbish I have down to the recycling thing. No, I will not listen to fucking Adriano. And aptly enough, the next song is Ozzy Osbourne's Running Out of Time. That's done. So I want to get boxes down and rubbish down and lunch boxes. Or box down, really, rather than boxes. But also, I don't need to do that. I can do that tomorrow. Well, with old books that I don't have up here anymore, or have a need for up here anymore. Oh yeah, engraving the name. I will do that next time. I'll probably stream tomorrow as well. Also, Sarah, I kind of feel weird because if you pay for the leather and then there's leather left over, it's like, hey, this next person doesn't have to pay for the leather because Sarah did it. As I said, you feel free to, but you're under no obligation. So rubbish down, boxes down, but mainly lunch boxes down. Okay, I need to go because I got shit to do, and I got sleep to get, which is going to be difficult because I slept very late because I fell asleep very late. I will hopefully be back tomorrow. No, tomorrow. That's it. Bye, everybody. But before I go, I'll send you guys over to someone. Oh my god. Bewildered Bun Button followed the channel. Why would you do that? You have very poor taste. But thank you. So I wanted to host Brendan because he's doing a road trip thing, but also his stream went down. Because obviously he's on the road, so it's gonna be some ups and downs with that. Let's see who else we have. Also, Brendan seems to have injured himself. Or he's got fresh ink. I can't tell. I'll throw you guys over to Katie. Katie's doing Fall Guys with friends. Classy Katie. Yeah, I'll try to stream tomorrow, depending on temperature. But tomorrow I also need to make more lunch boxes because I don't know how many I'm gonna get done today. But yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. We got some leatherworking done. I'm also gonna get that off to Bruce Lee's brother tomorrow. I need to buy some postage. Yeah. Take care, everybody. Bye.